Hello there, kids and families. How are you doing today? Are you ready to sing? We're going to have some fun, and we're going to continue learning the song, I Will Be What I Believe. If you haven't learned this song yet, you can look back to 2 weeks ago in virtual singing time videos to learn I Will Be What I Believe. So far, we've worked on the first verse and the chorus. We'll continue learning the rest of the song today, so stay tuned. We'll also be showing you a game that you can play later with your families, so keep watching until the end of the video. First things first, let's start with the fun song. Today's fun song is called Roll Your Hands. You might not have heard it before. It's an action song where you get to follow along. Here's how it goes. We sing, roll your hands, roll your hands, as slowly, as slow can be. Then fold your arms like me, then fold your arms like me. Will you try it with me? We'll start with slow, and then we fold our arms. Are you ready? Roll your hands. Try it out. Roll. Here we go. Roll your hands. Roll your hands. As slowly, as slow can be. Then fold your arms. Then fold your arms like me, then fold your arms like me. Have you got the hang of it yet? This time we're going to sing and we're going to roll our arms swiftly, which means fast, as swiftly as swift can be. And then we fold our arms again. Are you ready to try? Here we go. Roll your hands. Roll your hands. Roll your hands. As swift can be. Then fold your arms like me, then fold your arms like me. Good job. All right, how about we clap our hands this time? Are you ready? Clap your hands. First slow, then we fold our arms, then swift, and then we fold our arms. We'll do it right in a row. Are you ready? Clap your hands. Sing and clap with me. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. As slowly, as slow can be. Then fold your arms like me, then fold your arms like me. Clap your hands, as swift can be. Then fold your arms like me, then fold your arms like me. Way to go! Isn't that song fun? You can sing it with other actions too, like waving your arms, patting your head, or swinging your leg. Try them out later and add your own actions. And then the end of the song is good to help us get reverent and ready to sing. Go ahead and sit down as we review the first verse and chorus of I Will Be What I Believe. If you don't know it yet, that's okay. Stick it out with us and learn it today. So the first verse starts with, living in this world with change all around. Who's this? It's the prophet. But with the prophet's words, I'll stand on solid ground. One more. Even though it's still hard, with questions that arise every day, I will say. Okay, that's the first verse. Will you try to sing it with me? If you don't know it that well, again, that's okay. Just try it, sing along, use the pictures, watch me, and we'll help you. If you've been practicing this song, good job. Give me a high five. All right, you can keep learning it throughout your week, and you can keep learning in this video with me. This is a review of some things we've already learned for those of you that have been watching with us. Living in this world with change all around. Ready? Live. Here we go. Living in this world with change all around. But with the prophet's words, I'll stand on solid ground. Even though it's still hard, with questions that arise every day, I will say. Awesome! That's the first verse. verse. Good job on that. Now the chorus sounds like this. Oh, have faith like Brother Joseph and the strength of the pioneers. Will you try that with me? Joseph Smith, right? I'll have faith like Brother Joseph. I'll have faith like Brother Joseph and the strength of the pioneers. Did any of you celebrate Pioneer Day this last week? We celebrate the pioneers and all the hard work they did and the sacrifices they made. Next of the chorus, I'll be brave as a stripling warrior and like Nephi persevere. All right? So we've got the stripling warriors who are brave and Nephi who perseveres. I'll be brave. I'll be brave as a stripling warrior and like Nephi persevere. That means we keep trying. Almost done with the chorus. I will spread God's love to all I know and serve. Sounds like this. I will spread God's love to all I know and serve. Will you try it with me? I will spread God's love to all I know and serve. Awesome. One more part of the chorus. I will plead, which means like we're praying or we're asking Heavenly Father for help. I will plead with my Father on my knees, like we're kneeling to pray. And then I will be what I believe. Will you sing that last part with me? Pretend you're praying with your hands and being reverent, and then you'll be what you believe. I will plead with my Father. Here we go. I will plead with my Father on my knees. I will be what I believe. Way to go! That's everything we've worked on before today if you've been sticking around with us. The first verse and the chorus. Now, this song is not a quick and easy learn. There's a lot of words, huh? Are you up for the challenge to learn the rest of the song today? Do you think you can do it? Together, we can. Stay with us. I promise it will be worth it. It's a great song. All right, I think I'm going to clear this off. Good singing if you're following along with me. Again, if you're not quite ready to sing this song without help, one of the best ways to learn it is to use the video link below. It's a sing-along version of I Will Be What I Believe, and you can sing this song with other kids to hear their voices and have help with the words as you sing along. I recommend doing that throughout your week to help you learn this song a little quicker. All right, now that we've reviewed everything, let's move on. So we'll take off the first verse. We're going to keep the chorus because we're going to come back to it in just a little bit. Let's learn what the second verse says. All right, it starts like this. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth. Listen to that again. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth. Will you try that with me? We'll spread. Here we go. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth. All right? Now, what does that mean? What are we talking about? Did you see those missionaries in the picture? So, what do missionaries do? Do you know any missionaries? Missionaries spread the gospel. Missionaries are sons and daughters of God who sometimes leave their home for a little while to go and serve and preach and share the gospel with other people. You might have had a person in your family serve a mission, or maybe you've had the missionaries over in your home, or maybe you've helped the missionaries teach someone. Do you want to be a missionary someday? What if I told you you could be a missionary today? You don't have to travel far away from home to spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth. You can start with your friends and family. Being a missionary means you help and serve other people. Being a missionary means you teach the gospel, and you can do this by reading your scriptures and sharing your testimony, inviting people to learn more about Jesus Christ. So you don't have to leave home, but we sure are grateful for the missionaries that do, that can go throughout all the earth and share the gospel. Let's try that one more time. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the little earth. Ready? It's actually a big earth, but make a little earth with your hand. Here we go. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth. Good job. Now, the rest of our song is going to continue talking about missionary work. Let me show you this picture and what comes next. With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth. Can you see what's happening in this picture? This girl might be getting ready to start her day and maybe teach someone the gospel. She's preparing, and while she looks in the mirror, she's imagining something. I think this is how Jesus Christ thinks of us when we're getting ready to serve and teach others the gospel and make good decisions like a missionary. We can be prepared to fight against Satan and be protected, and Jesus Christ will help us along the way. As we do this, we can help other people be prepared too. Jesus Christ will be there to help us as we make good decisions. I love this picture as it's a reminder of what we can try to be like. All right, listen to that again. Here's how this part of the second verse goes. With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth. Okay? Let me show you the actions and then you can try that part. With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth. Will you try that with me? With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth. Now, we don't actually have to fight bad guys, but we are fighting Satan and we're trying to make good decisions. And sometimes that can be hard too. All right, with Jesus as our guide. Ready? Your turn. With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth. It's not an actual sword, just like what she's holding is not an actual sword. But swords can protect us. All right, now guess what? What comes next? Even though it's still hard, just like the first verse. That means you've learned the whole second verse. Let's put these three little parts of the second verse together. Stand up and sing it with me. We start with, we'll spread, and end with, every day I will say. Are you ready? Give it a go. We'll spread. Here we go. We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth with Jesus. With Jesus as our guide, we'll wield the sword of truth, even though it's still hard. With questions that arise every day, I will say. Awesome! I hope you're singing it proud and that you're learning the words. Can you guess what comes next? I left it on the board for you. It's the chorus, the part about all these examples that we can follow and how we can be what we believe. It starts with, I'll have faith like Brother Joseph. Will you stand up again if you're not already standing? And we'll try this chorus one more time. I'll have faith like Brother Joseph and the strength of the pioneers. Then we'll be brave as stripling warrior like Nephi persevere. Spread God's love to all you know and serve. I will plead with my Father on my knees. I will be what I believe. All right, let's sing it out. I'll have faith. Sing with me. Here we go. I'll have faith like Brother Joseph and the strength of the pioneers. I'll be brave as a stripling warrior and like Nephi persevere. I'll spread. I will spread God's love to all I know and serve. I will plead. I will plead with my Father on my knees. I will be what I believe. Awesome. I hope you like this song as much as I do. I have one more part to teach you today. This next part is actually my favorite. It sounds like this. We are as the army of Helaman. We'll break it up. There's a little bit more than that, but let's start there. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me show you one more picture, actually. We're going to put these two together. We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth. So taught in your youth means that you're taught while you're young, like primary kids, by your parents and your primary teachers and other people. Now, what about the army of Helaman? Just like a soldier, you can be prepared for your day. You can be strong and have faith. Do you know anything about the army of Helaman? Have you heard that before? If you've been doing Come Follow Me with your family, you've just learned that Helaman is Alma's son. Continue to read your scriptures and you'll learn more about the army of Helaman. One story we've talked about already is the stripling warriors. They were in the army of Helaman. And just like the army of Helaman fights bad guys, you can be prepared and be a good example and be ready for your day to fight the bad guys in the world, right? To fight Satan and make good choices. Because you have been taught in your youth. Let's put those two parts together. We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth. Listen to me sing it one more time and then I'll have you try it with me. Ready? We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth. All right, sorry, we'll get out of the way so you can see those pictures. Will you try that with me? We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth. Ready? We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth. Great singing. We're almost done. There's one more part for today, and then you know the whole song for I Will Be What I Believe. Hang on, we're almost done. So, here's the last part. It says, and we will be the Lord's missionaries to bring the world His truth. Now, what's His truth? Can you see? When we're spreading the gospel, what can we teach people about? As the Lord's missionaries to bring the world His truth, we teach people about the Book of Mormon. We teach people about Jesus Christ. And helping others come to know what we believe is how we can share with them and be a good missionary. So listen to that part one more time. We will be the Lord's missionaries, like a little missionary tag, to bring the world His truth. All right? Here's how it sounds. Listen. And we will be the Lord's missionaries to bring the world His truth. Will you try that last part with me? A lot of words. Like I said, I know this sounds a little hard. Try it and see how you do. And we will be. And we will be the Lord's missionaries to bring the world His truth. Now, I know we're doing a little name tag, but you don't have to have a name tag and travel to be a missionary. Like we said, you can tell people about these stories. You can be strong and faithful like these examples and be a missionary in your own town, to your neighbors, to people that you come in contact with, by telling them about the Book of Mormon and Jesus Christ and serving and helping them. All right, now I have a challenge for you. Are you ready? Do you think we can put all of this together? The second verse, the chorus, and our new little addition at the end. Ready to give it a try? Are you sure? I think you can do it. I think you're a great singer, and I want you to sing with me. Stand up, and we'll give it a go. We're going to sing it with the background track. This is from the video in the link below that you can practice with this week. There'll be other kids singing with us and some cool music. We have a little bit of an intro and then get ready to start. We'll spread the gospel wide. Are you ready? Here we go.
We'll spread the gospel wide throughout all the earth.
With Jesus as our guide.
We'll wield the sword of truth.
Even
though it's still hard. With questions that arise. Every day.
I will say, I'll have faith like Brother Joseph.
I'll have faith like Brother Joseph. And the strength of the pioneers.
I'll be brave
as a stripling warrior. And like Nephi Cursor, I will spread God's love to all I know and serve.
I will plead on my knees.
I will plead with my Father on my knees.
I will be.
We are as the army of Helaman. We have been taught in our youth.
And we will be the Lord's.
And we will be the Lord's missionaries to bring the world His truth.
All right. There's a little bit more to that song where we mesh these two parts together. We're not going to work on that today, but if you hear it in the song, it kind of sounds cool, where they put the chorus in the ending and they have multiple voices singing it at the same time. Such a cool song, huh? Great singing today. Just like the armies of Helaman fought against the bad guys, you can be strong and have faith. Again, you don't have to fight in a war every day with a sword, but teach the world what you know and be a good example. Teach your family what you know. Start there. That's how you can be what you believe. Now, again, this is kind of a hard song. I'm challenging you to keep working on it and sing it throughout your week. Learn it with your family, sing it for family home evening and during other times, and it will help you feel the Spirit. I can't wait to get back with my primary kids and hear them sing it. I know that your primary leaders miss you too. Your strong voices, if you keep singing, will be there when other people need them. So keep singing and keep working at it. Before you leave, as I promised, I want to introduce a game to you. The game that I was talking about is called Sing or Dare. Now, the way that this game works is that you'll be doing some fun actions where you'll pick things out of a cup or a jar or a hat. So you'll need 2 of those items to choose from. You'll also need a printer and a grown-up to help, some scissors and tape or glue. So if you don't have a printer, follow the link below. It's a printable link that will show you all these prompts and the labels for this game. If you don't have a printer, you can try to write them down by hand. So you'll follow that link, you'll put the labels for Sing and Dare and fill your jars or cups with the prompts that you'll cut out. Okay? And then with your family, take turns picking out prompts. Then you have to do whatever action the strip tells you to do. For example, this one's fun. It says girls face left, boys face right, while you sing Nephi's Courage, which is page 120 in the children's songbook. So that's a song we've learned before that you can review and sing and learn. And then facing away from each other so you can't have help is kind of a fun way to sing it. Anytime you get a prompt with a song on it, the whole family sings together. This could be in a good activity that you do to continue singing time right now or do during another time your week. It's fun review and it's good to learn more things about your family. Some of these dare things are questions for you to answer or actions for you to do. I hope you're able to play it and that you enjoy it. Again, I hope you're able to continue singing I Will Be What I Believe. Until we see each other again in virtual singing time, have a wonderful week. Goodbye, primary kids.